Hi guys and welcome back to yet another Hogwarts mystery video. We're gonna do a TLSQ, which is time limited side quest. And this one is called Witch Switch. A magical mishap leads you to a mysterious locket that may be tied to one of the founders, but when you accidentally trigger its hidden curse, you really realize you've unleashed more trouble than you can handle. So I was working on the classes for the main chapter, and this just popped up. So I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Why does it smell like blueberries in here? Did you hear about what happened in the Great Hall? The walls were covered in blueberry jam. Take a seat, Miss Ironclaw. I have a special lesson planned for today. Attention, students. Today we will be learning about an advanced suburb of transfiguration magic. Switching. Switching? Isn't that a 50-year subject? Is it typical a subject for older students, but in light of recent incident involving a badger and a blueberry tart, the faculty has agreed that our students could benefit from a primer. I wonder what happened. I must have been a big deal. It must have been a big deal for McGonagall to change her whole lesson plan. Perhaps we will find out after the lesson. Now take out your books. Our lesson begins on page 68. I see, so switching magic lets you swap the physical features of two objects. Precisely. As you can see, it can be useful in the right hands and disastrous in the wrong ones. What would happen if two people switch places? I hope you're not planning on attempting such a thing, Miss Ironclaw. As with all human transfiguration, switching two living beings is dangerous, unpredictable, and strictly forbidden on school grounds. Why? For some, the temptation to live another's life can be too alluring to resist. That makes sense, but if you're too focused on what others have, you risk losing sight of what you have. Astutely put, Miss Ironclaw. Now, if you will all turn to page 84. I don't know about you, but I'm happy just the way I am. That doesn't surprise me. You always seem so content. It's easy to be content when your ambitions barely reach my ankles. Is it lonely down there on the bottom rung of the ladder? Or maybe you just like being ordinary? And is it lonely up there in your tower of ego? Why does everything have to be a fight with you two? Admit it, Haywood. You love to switch places with someone as powerful as me. You, please, I'd rather eat pickled slugs. Why don't you both call a truce before one of you says something you regret? On second thought, if you did leave my life, you might finally learn how to keep a friend. Bold words from a pathological people pleaser. Do you even have an opinions of your own? Regret. Take that back, or I will show you a part of me you won't like. I'm not gonna get involved. Forget it. This isn't my fight. Oh, what the heck happened? Penny, are you alright? Miss Hayward, Miss Knight doesn't surprise me, but I expected better from you. For goodness sake, you two are worse than Kilkenny cats. Ew. Ugh. So uncanny. The way they move. Jesus. Ugh. Haywood started it. I was just finishing it. Sorry, Professor. Perhaps I should have tried to stop them. Don't apologize, Miss Ironclaw. You choose not to escalate. That demonstrates sound judgment. That is better than can be said for these two. Miss Ironclaw, please escort Miss Haywood and Miss Knight to the headmaster's office. Yes, Professor. Am I some kind of, like, head girl or something? I would trust you will ensure they don't turn each other into toads before they face their punishment. Now, off with you. Jesus Christ. And it seems like I need to duel to fulfill my thing there. I'm ready to see you now. Do come in. Ah, you're here. Professor McGonagall tells me you've caused quite a disruption during class. And that Miss Ironclaw was kind enough to escort you here. Thank you. Thank you, but I didn't really have a choice. There's always a choice, Miss Ironclaw. That is the beauty of making them. Speaking of choices, Miss Knight, Miss Haywood, what do you have to say for yourselves? Haywood started it. I did not start it. One at a time, you two. Miss Ironclaw, perhaps you would be so kind as to offer your unbiased opinion. Well, Headmaster, it happened like this. I see. Miss Haywood was the first to draw her wand, but Miss Knight was the first to strike. Now that all the facts have been faithfully reported, who, in your opinion, bears the blame? Well, for what happened, I would say Penny, but for who started it, I would say Marula. Marula cast the first spell. I'd say that makes her responsible. Have you ever heard the phrase snitcher gets stitches? I'm just telling the truth. Truth. When are you not the one who started it? Whatever. True power, Miss Knight, lies in knowing when to choose cooperation over conflict. As for you, Miss Haywood, your house is known for its empathy. Perhaps you could have applied some here. If it helps, it didn't seem like they were trying to really hurt each other. Things just got out of hand. That may be true, but they must learn how to work together if they are to succeed as witches and wizards. To that end, why does he look so mischievous, Dumbledore? To that end, I've decided on a fitting consequence. One that will require you to work as allies, not enemies. Next Transfiguration class, you will face a cooperative challenge that will test your mastery of switching magic. Why does it sound like you're talking to all three of us? Because, Miss Ironclaw, I have decided to appoint you team leader. What? As tempers escalated, only you managed to keep a cool head. As much as I dislike imposing further, Miss Haywood and Miss Knight need someone with a level head and a steady hand to guide them. And left alone, I fear they would only repeat today's mess. I suppose that's true. Don't worry, I will make sure that your assistance in this regard is reflected in your transfiguration grade. How am I supposed to work with Haywood when I can barely stand being in the same room as her? That's actually a very good question. Indeed, to help you answer it, I'm assigning some group bonding time in the artifact room. It could use tidying. That sounds suspiciously like detention. It does, doesn't it? Miss Ironclaw, do make sure they don't text each other before they learn to be friends. I will try, Headmaster. Just give me the head girl badge right now, please. And who knows, perhaps you will find something in the room to help you prepare for the challenge ahead. Oh, have you hidden something there, maybe? Okay, let's head into the artifact room. I can't believe I'm being made to clean. Isn't being forced into a small space with Haywood bad enough? Look on the bright side, maybe we will find something interesting, like Dumbledore said. I've always found cleaning to be sort of relaxing. I just hope it doesn't take too long. I promised to tutor a first year in defensive charms and to babysit Hagrid's Sniffler. Don't worry, with our help you're sure to make it in time. Oh. What does it say? Is this 2H? Careful not to break anything. Relax. If something breaks, I will just blame you. Look, a locket with the initial HH. What could that stand for? Do you mind if I took a look, Timberly? These are Helga Hufflepuff's initials. I wonder if this belonged to her. Ugh, a Hufflepuff trinket? Was it to conjure pastries? Thrilling. If we look at it closely, maybe we'll find some clues as to where it came from. Great idea. Let's see what we can find out. It looks ancient and valuable. I wouldn't be surprised if it really did belong to one of the founders. If that's true, it could be priceless. Maybe we should show it to Dumbledore. Priceless? Let me see. Ah, come on, you guys. Expelliarmus, okay. Expelliarmus. It snapped in half. You broke it. She did not. Timberly was just trying to stop you from ripping my arm off. Serves you right. Maybe next time you will learn not to get in the way of the most powerful witch at Hogwarts. Wait a minute. I think something's wrong.
Huh?
No kidding. What's wrong with my voice? Have I always sounded this annoying? And why do I sound like I have a cold? Penny, Marilla, listen to me. Don't panic, but I think you've switched bodies. What? No, this can't be happening. I said don't panic, calm down. Don't panic, I'm blonde. I don't even know how to begin processing this. What do you think, Timberly? Actually hilarious. I know I shouldn't laugh, but don't you dare, Timberly. There's nothing fun about this. I don't want to think about the trouble we're having if anyone finds out we have performed forbidden switching magic and broken an enchanted artifact. Then we better reverse the curse and repair the locket before anyone notices. But Marula ran off with the other half. Who knows what havoc she's wrecking in my body? We need to go after her. We will cover more ground if we split up. I will signal you if I find her first. I don't know what I'd do without you, Timberly. Thank you. Now let's find Marula. Jesus Christ. Penny snapped at me in the hall earlier. Penny never snaps. I like this new Penny. She seems fun. Between you and me, I think Penny's gone a little off in the head. Little off in the head. Hey, you said you found something? Timberly, this is Liz Tuttle. She says she saw Penny earlier. Nice to meet you. But I still don't understand why you're looking for her. I thought you hated Penny, Marula. I don't hate her. Life is too short to waste on hate. Are you sure about that, Marula?
Oh.
I mean, you're right. I detest that girl with her horrible blonde hair and her perfect smile. You're usually a lot better at being mean, Marula. She has me feeling like herself. Penny too. She was acting very unpenny-like. Unpenny-like? How? I suppose I better start from the beginning. Let me get this straight. Penny tried to force her way into the Slytherin common room. Right, she said she was going to the Hufflepuff common room next to make Helga's portrait fixer. That's not good. It's only a matter of time before someone pieces this together. Pieces what together? Is Penny okay? She drank some essence of insanity and now she's gone completely balmy. Balmy sounds right. She looked about her, ready to jinx the dragon. We need to stop her before the whole school figures out she's not herself. And before her next transfiguration class, can you imagine facing Dumbledore's challenge like this? Liz, would you let us know if you find her? Of course. Is she another Slytherin or... I will go after Marula. We need the other half of that locket. And I will look into how we can reverse the chaos once we have it. Who can help though? Surely not McGonagall. She'd be furious if she knew that happened. Who else but Hogwarts expert on enchanted objects? Of course, Professor Flitwick. Right, Professor Flitwick. Part 1 complete. Part 2. As you investigate ways to break the curse, Penny and Marula struggle to cope with the swapped identities. But we are still like telling a teacher, so yeah. It's still bad though, right? Professor Flitwick? Timberly, come in. What brings you here today? Well, next transfiguration class, Penny, Marula and I need to complete a challenge involving switching magic. To prepare, I was hoping to get your expertise on something we found that's led to bit of a mix-up. Always happy to chat with a curious student. What's on your mind? What do you know about the artifacts in the artifact room? A marvelous collection of magical history. There are all kinds of artifacts hidden away at Hogwarts. Have you heard of one capable of switching to human beings? Dangerous business. Switching sentient form. I trust your interest is purely academic. How do you intend to use this knowledge, Miss Ironclaw? I need to be sure you won't misuse it. Penny, Marula and I are preparing for a switching challenge that Dumbledore prepared for us. If I'm going to help my friends pass, I need to know more about how switching works. An admirable ambition, cooperation and preparation are the marks of a fine witch or wizard. Very well, I will tell you what I know on the condition that you promise to use this information responsibly. I promise. Thank you, Professor. Okay, so we didn't really tell him. Good. So you heard of an artifact capable of switching two people? Indeed, and it was rumored to be the work of Helga Hufflepuff herself. Alas, no record of its fate remains. If the locket still exists, it would be extraordinary and dangerous. What else do you know about it? Why did Helga Hufflepuff create it? That, I'm afraid, is the limit of my knowledge. If you wish to know more, Professor Sprite may be your best source. Why Sprout, though? Oh, she has studied Helga Hufflepuff's legacy more than anyone else here. Thank you, Professor. This has been very helpful. Always a pleasure to enlighten a bright mind, Miss Ironclaw. And don't forget, knowledge is a powerful tool, but it is the heart that must guide its use. I'll remember that. Now it sounds like I need to find Professor Sprout. Yeah, and I totally forget that Sprout is our is Hufflepuff's teacher or whatever house thing. Let's go and meet her. Fiddlesticks. Professor Sprout? One moment, don't you dare wilt on me now, you stubborn little sprig. Yes, Miss Ironclaw, something on your mind. Penny Marula and I are working on a special project from Dumbledore involving switching magic. We need to learn all we can before our next transfiguration class, and I could use your help. Oh, I will see what I can do. What do you want to know? Well, in my research, I came across rumors of an artifact that switched two people's bodies. When it was broken in an argument, the curse activated. It was supposedly created by Helga Hufflepuff herself. I want to learn more about her. Understanding Helga may help me understand the nature of this artifact. Oh, curiosity about your founder. That does you credit. Very well, I will tell you what I know. Perhaps it will help you with your assignment. But I have 20 plans to pot before nightfall, so you will have to listen while I work. Grab a dibble and help me plant these destiny seeds. Sure thing, Professor. Every bit of information helps. Brilliant. It sounds like Helga was a true embodiment of Hufflepuff ideals. She was noble, fair, and fiercely compassionate, and with a remarkable gift for crafting magical objects. If that's true, why would she create a cursed object? If such an artifact exists, and Helga did create it, perhaps it's not a curse at all, but a lesson. A lesson? What kind of lesson? One that would foster that which she valued most. What do you think that was? The quality that Helga Hufflepuff encouraged above all else? Empathy. She wants the students to understand one another. Exactly. An enchantment to put people into each other's shoes, literally, would be very like her. After all, empathy can heal rifts better than any charm. So how would one undo the curse? Think of it this way, Miss Ironclaw. When a plant is split, you don't just bind the stalk, you heal the tear into roots. Magic works much the same. If an artifact broke during a quarrel, the magic behind it might require more than mending the pieces. More, so just casting reparo wouldn't work. I suspect not. Those who caused the break would need to mend the bond as well. I see. Repair the rift between the witches or witches involved, and we might repair the artifact. And in so doing, undo the curse. Yes. Thank you, Professor. Thank you, Miss Timberly. I hope this provides helpful to you and your friends. It will. Penny and Marula will be very interested to hear your theory. Meet me in the courtyard. I can't wait to hear what you have learned. Oh God, what has she done with Marula? What was that? Oh my God. Marula is gonna be so upset. Holy. I know Marula lives for a conflict, but this is new for Penny. I told you Penny's been acting strangely, and now Marula. Should someone get a professor? Jesus. Oh no, this is so much worse than I thought. Can't believe you did that to my hair. What? brush it. I couldn't stand looking like a haystack. So I made a few aesthetic improvements. Aesthetic improvements? You made me posh. Quiet down, both of you. People are watching. I'm sorry, Timberly. I just can't stand seeing her like this. Does it matter that much to you what you look like? Of course it matters. Just look at me. Doesn't it bother you? I'm not getting involved. I don't care what you look like. I just want to fix this and complete Dumbledore's assignment. Well, I care. People are going to think I've gone balmy. People already think you've gone balmy. Enough. Remember what Dumbledore said. We have to work together. You're right. It's just here. There's no reason to lose my head about it. Just wait until I chop it all off. Maybe a pixie cut. You wouldn't dare. I said enough. I have important information to share with you. Sorry, Timberly. And maybe I will dye the rest while I'm at it. How do you feel about slithering green? Fine. I hope you like pink because I'm going to give you a manicure. Oh, Jesus. It's not what it looks like. Really? Because it looks like you just cast Incendio on 2 of your classmates. I can't wait to hear what sort of asinine explanation you have for this foolish behavior. God, I love the animation. It's so much happening, and the Snape coming in and saving the day. Like, wow. This is enjoyable. So you see, Marula once backfired. A normal Incendio spell wouldn't have damaged their own wands like that. It seems against all conceivable odds that you have made a valid point. Miss Hayward, Miss Knight, you will report to the infirmary to have your injuries treated. Afterwards, you will see to your wands. I don't want any more mishaps. Of course, Professor. Thank you, Professor Snape. I'm still not done with you, Ironclaw. I want to see you in Potion's classroom. Oh, why? Why? Okay. Does he know what has happened? Does he suspect it already? Oh yeah, I got some books. Nice. With all due respect, Professor Snape, why did you ask me to come here? I'm working on a potion I think you will find useful. It will help me collect the ingredients. Consider it part of your punishment for allowing a duel on school premises. But I tried to stop it. Trying is not quite the same thing as succeeding, is it? But that is not the only reason I called you here. It seems you've been asking about Hufflepuff relics. I want to know why. Before you answer, rest assured that lying to me will be worse than revealing whatever mischief you're hiding. I'm just curious. There's nothing wrong with learning, is there? Not if that learning leads to the foolish display I witnessed in the courtyard. There's something you're not telling me, Ironclaw, and I will uncover it. In the meantime, fetch me that jar. This potion won't brew itself. Of course, Professor, whatever I need to do to help. You can start by looking a little less excited. I detest youthful enthusiasm. Snape, come on now. That's everything you asked for, Professor. But what exactly are we making? Burn healing pastes are not known for their pleasant aroma. A burn healing paste? It will hasten your friend's recovery. Thank you, Professor Snape. Your gratitude is misplaced. I will be keeping a close eye on you, Ironclaw. Don't worry, I'm not planning on getting involved in any more duels. See that you do not. Now hurry off to the hospital wing before I change my mind about sparing you detention. Okay, part 2 complete. As you help Penny and Marula embody their new identities, you start to see a side of them they'd never acknowledged before. Your friends over there. Achoo. Sorry, didn't mean to sneeze on you. A bit of advice, don't try to brew your own liquid luck, it doesn't end well. Timberly, I am glad to see you. I hope you brought earplugs. I never imagined I'd grow to hate the sound of my own voice. Not earplugs, but I brought you something even better. Snake gave me this burn healing paste to help with your injuries. Well, it's more than I got from that stupid portrait. Helga Hufflepuff kept rambling about how there was something off about my aura. Was a fraud. Of course she didn't tell you anything. You're allergic to the word please. I've had a bit more luck. I will tell you everything I learned from Professor Flitwick, Sprout and Snape. Then we can decide what to do about the broken locket. So the locket is a Hufflepuff artifact designed to force enemies to walk a mile in each other's shoes. That doesn't explain why your wands backfire though. I have a theory about that, but what if your wands were disrupted by the switch, making your magic unstable? That's annoyingly plausible. Marula, Penny, could I see both halves of the locket? Of course, you can try casting Reparo since neither of us can. Whatever, take it. It's useless to me anyway. Reparo. Well, it was worth a shot. What now? So far all we have are theories. I suppose I could try casting Revelio. If the locket really is meant to be a lesson, maybe it wants to tell us more. That's brilliant, Timberly. I don't know about that. Revelio. Or Revelio. Words are appearing. You will find inside these halves you hold a lesson worth its weight in gold. Two in strife must trade their roles and wear each other's hearts and souls. Convince your peers, your kith and kin, and what's without reflects within. For only when you meet this goal will the severed halves again be whole. What's without reflects within? What's that supposed to mean? You need to convince the rest of the school that you're exactly who you look like. I see. It's saying we need to play the roles we've been forced into. Not just play the roles. It sounds like it wants true empathy. Walking in each other's shoes. That's impossible. How am I supposed to know what goes on in Penny's annoyingly shipper brain? And how can I empathize with someone who's so cruel all the time? Either way, you need to try. Why do you even care? This isn't your problem. Well, this sounds so selfish, but it's actually this one I want to choose. But also this one is like 50-50 on these ones. Well, yeah. Of course I care. You're my friends. Touching. Timberly is looking out for us. We have to find a way to switch back before next transfiguration class. Dumbledore's challenge will take everything we got. I don't want to do it in a borrowed body. Hold on. More words are appearing. Tread with care, be swift, be clever. For if you fail in this endeavor, both your fates are sealed forever. Oh god. That's a bit cruel, Helga. Wait, is it saying this change could become permanent? This is bad. How are we supposed to demonstrate true empathy when we can't even stand each other? What am I supposed to do? Saunter around bullying innocent first years? You make me sound so one-dimensional. That's just one of the many facets of my amazing personality. Then what do you suggest, Marilla? Well, I did have plans to hang out with Ismelda later. Spending time with Ismelda could be the perfect opportunity for Penny to fulfill the cast conditions. And Penny, didn't you say you were going to tutor her first year in defensive charms later? Perhaps Marilla can take your place. This sounds doable. How hard can it be to hang out with Ismelda? And I could tutor her first year with my hands tied behind my back. You might as well have your hands tied. Your magic is unstable. Remember, you can't use your wand. But don't worry, I will demonstrate the proper spell work while you do the teaching. Whatever, just don't get in my way. And I will go find Ismelda. I'm starting to think we can actually do this. I know you can. Let's go find that first year, Marilla. I need to get back to studying for my owls. You're tutoring that first year with Penny, Ray? She's waiting for you just over there. Is it me, or does Penny look meaner than usual? Thank Merlin you're here. This kid won't stop blathering. Wow, I'm learning magic from the Penny Hayward and Timberly Ironclaw. This is brilliant. What's so great about me? You're the most popular girl at Hogwarts, remember? People like you. Well, you know what they say, popularity is the hallmark of mediocrity. Did you really say that? Never mind that. Let's get on with the lesson. Right, where should we start? Slug vomiting hex? Yellow legs curse? Aren't those a bit aggressive? Fine. What spell do you suggest, clever clogs? Let's start with Expelliarmus, the Charming Charm. It was the first dueling spell I ever learned. That sounds brilliant. It sounds fine. Watch me carefully. I will demonstrate a spell while Penny gives feedback on your technique. With our help, you will be hexing bullies in no time. That was brilliant. I think I've got a handle on casting Expelliarmus now. Thanks, Penny Timberly. Sure thing, but why do you want to learn defensive magic anyway? I come from a Muggle family. I didn't realize it before Hogwarts, but some people see that as a weakness. Especially Slytherins. There was one girl who thought it'd be fun to turn my hair into a stalk of broccoli. She only turned it back when I admitted she was the most powerful witch at Hogwarts. Blimey, I wonder who that could have been. Anyway, I was starting to feel lost. Penny offering to help remind me of everything I love about Hogwarts. So thank you, really. What do you have to say to that, Penny? Yeah, well, it's nothing. And just so you know, not everything is brilliant. Next time you pick up spellbooks, maybe grab a Thesaurus? What? Oh, right. Well, thanks anyway. You've been great. What was that all about? If I didn't know any better, I say you were embarrassed. It's nothing. I just don't like when people thank me. Why not? I don't know. I suppose it's just easier when people hate me. Being light only leads to disappointment later on, so why bother? If I rely on myself, no one can let me down. They must get pretty lonely. Whatever, I don't need to explain myself to you. More importantly, why hasn't my magic come back? I fulfilled the requirements of the curse. Well, I don't know if you were quite convincing as Penny. Snapping at her first year was a dead giveaway. But don't worry, I'm sure you will get another chance. Another chance? Like what? When? Didn't Penny say she promised to babysit Hagrid's Sniffler later? That could be your chance. That sounds easy enough, as long as I don't have to be nice to another first year. Now why don't you go past the perfect Penny and stop distracting me? I probably should go check on Penny. Good luck, Merula. As if I will need it. Penny? Over here. What are you doing in here? I thought you were spending time with Esmeralda. About Timberly, I made a proper mess of things. Spending time with Merula's friend is so much harder than I thought. I'm used too nice. I guess so. I just can't bring myself to be cruel like Merula. Maybe the trick to end the curse isn't focusing on what you dislike about her, but on what you do like. That's exactly the problem. What is there to like? She's arrogant, pushy, cruel. Maybe there's more to Merula than just negatives. No matter how awful someone seems, there's always something to admire. I'm having a hard time finding it. I will help you try to understand Merula better. Understanding is the first step towards empathy, after all. Merula may be cruel, but she's also clever, determined, and powerful. People aren't one-dimensional. Timberly, why do we have to be right all the time? Let's start small. What's one thing you admire about Merula? I don't know. What do you admire most about her? Getting your perspective will help me find mine. Determined, I would say. Well, she's determined. You have to admire that. If only she were determined to make the world a better place instead of a worse one. Sorry, I suppose I'm not being helpful. No, that did help. In fact, if I had to choose, I think I admire her self-reliance. She doesn't care what anyone thinks. I spend so much of my time worrying about what other people want that sometimes I forget what I want. Perhaps there are things you can learn from Merula after all. Perhaps. Not too much, I hope. Thanks for talking me through this, Timberly. I'm feeling more confident already. All I need, and I will need all the confidence I can get for later tonight. What's later tonight? I'm not sure. Ismella wants me to meet her at the herbology classroom after dark. I don't know what she's up to, but it makes me nervous. It's Esmeralda, so whatever she has planned, I'm sure she's up to no good. Right. Besides, it's against the rules to wander around after curfew. Breaking rules just isn't me. It's not you, but it is Mirula. Perhaps this is your opportunity to prove you got what it takes to be her. What better way to embody Mirula's recklessness than sneaking into her biology classroom after curfew to help Ismelda with the mysterious errand? I suppose that's true, but what if she asked me to do something terrible? I will come with you. I will make sure nothing terrible happens. You really do that? Thank you, Timberly. Of course, I will meet you at the greenhouse after dark. Ooh, it's so dark and mysterious. Operation Midnight Mayhem is a go. Are you ready to find out why Ismelda asked you to meet her here? As ready as I will ever be. I just hope she doesn't ask me to toss around the innocent puffskin. What are you doing? Have you been there the whole time? I thought you were a ghoul. Thank you. I've been working on my dramatic entrance. What's Ironclaw doing here? I told you we wouldn't need a human sacrifice. Probably. I caught Mirula trying to sneak out and decided to tag along. I want to know what you two are up to. Right, that's right. That's exactly what happened. Well, she's here now, so I suppose Ironclaw can stay. But if we need to make a quick getaway, she's beat. Great. Now that's settled, perhaps you can tell us what we are doing here? I was just getting to that. Here is my plan. I see. So we're here to steal a cutting of Devil's Snare that you can grow into one of your own. I don't know how I feel about stealing from a professor. How do you feel, Timberly? We're not really stealing, just taking a clipping. The original plant will be mostly intact. I suppose that's one way of looking at it. Remember, Devil's Snare is sensitive to light, so Loomis is your best weapon against it. I will go first. Oh god. He grabbed onto my arm. Help! Help! Why do you want your own Devil's Snare though? Lumos. Are you right, Esmeralda? You gotta be quick about it to get one of the clippings. I'm fine, I just lost my footing. I suppose I would try next, that's why I'm here after all. You can do this, Marilla. Oh. I did it, I got a clipping. Lumos. That was brilliant. It was, wasn't it? Rather thrilling. I can almost see why people like breaking the rules. Interesting how you can do that. I can't believe I finally have my own Devil's Snare. What should I name it? I think Kimberly should decide. She saved you from becoming a plant fertilizer after all. Debatable, but fine. Come up with a name I like, Ironclaw, and I will consider it. How about Damon? I was expecting something moronic, but that's not bad. Alright, Damon it is. I like it. It's very Ismelda. Wait a minute, Marilla. You just cast a spell. So? Oh, my bond. It didn't backfire. It recognized me. Does this mean I passed the Locket's test? I don't know, but we should see if Penny's magic has returned too. What are you two on about? No time to explain. Penny should be at Hagrid's hut looking after his sniffler. It's probably best I don't come with. I don't want another repeat of what's happened in the courtyard. Don't worry, I will find her. We're close to figuring this out. I can feel it. Part 3 complete. You're close to fulfilling the condition of the cast locket, but one final challenge awaits you and your friends. Hey Marilla, I saw the reporter to tell you. Penny just cast Loomis in the herbology classroom. Who cares about Loomis? I'm supposed to be babysitting this sniffler for Penny, but it's run off somewhere. You lost it already? I didn't lose it, I temporarily misplaced it. Now are you going to keep quibbling or help me find it? Of course I will help you find it. If something happens to Hagrid's Niffler, he will be heartbroken. But after we find the Niffler, we'll really need to talk. There he is. Here it is. It looks like it's been hiding on the shelf. Come out, little guy. What are you afraid of? Come out, you scruffy little waster. Well, that answered that question. Why don't you try being nice to it, instead of yelling it into a corner? Remember, you're supposed to be Penny. Fine, step aside, loser. Come out, you adorable little monster. That nod. That's a good start, but maybe leave out the monster part. Merlin, you're such a critic. Hey, you thing. I didn't mean to call you a monster. I mean, I did, but sometimes monsters are just misunderstood. Sure? It's working. Maybe we misunderstood each other. You're not so bad, really. You're almost cute, from a certain angle. So cute. Woo! So adorable. Marilla, did you just cuddle a Niffler? Absolutely not. Don't you dare tell anyone. Missed the opportunity to tell everyone about the precious moment you share with your new best friend? No way. Don't make me send my new best friend after you. Now, what was it you wanted to tell me earlier? That's right, Penny's magic is coming back, which means yours may be back as well. You should try casting a spell. Hey, I didn't mean cast a spell on me. Maybe you should have been more specific. Well, your magic is back. It looks like you've fulfilled the conditions of the curse. Yes, it's time to get my old body back. That will have to wait. Transfiguration class starts in a few minutes, which means it's finally time to face the switching challenge Dumbledore prepared for us. Then we're too late. We weren't able to switch back in time. We're going to fail transfiguration. Don't worry, original bodies or not, I know the three of us working together can ace the challenge. And once we do, then we will repair the locket and switch your bodies back. Maybe this was Dumbledore's plan all along. I wonder if it was. Jesus. It's kind of crazy in that case. I wonder what the special demonstration is all about. I swear I'm listening. Just going to close my eyes for a second. I can't wait to see what this potted plant is all about. Miss Hayward, Miss Knight, Miss Ironclaw, please join me at the front of the class. The test Dumbledore has prepared for you is simple. Each of you will switch one bud. If any of you miss your target, mistime your spell, or switch more than your share, the entire plant will die. And interesting, it sounds like we will need to work in perfect synchronicity for this to work. Sounds like a piece of cake. I don't know, I'm quite nervous. How are you feeling, Timothy? Confident. Don't worry, I'm confident we can do this. I wish I had your optimism. I will give you a few moments to prepare. Where do we start? Who swaps what? Do we count to 3? Let's put our heads together and decide on a proper strategy. I'm feeling a lot more confident now that we have a good plan. Brilliant, and let's begin on 3. 1, 2, 3. Excellent, wonderful. You've demonstrated not only your aptitude for switching magic, but your ability to work together. Full marks. I'm pleased that you've learned to work together so seamlessly in the short time since last class debacle. It wasn't easy, Professor, trust me. Well, Dumbledore will be very pleased. It was trivial. Nothing's too difficult for the most powerful witch at Hogwarts. And her friends, of course. Right. I hope you will all learn from this student's example. No matter your differences, there is power in cooperation. Sometimes it is precisely those differences that let you accomplish feats you never could alone. Feats. Class dismissed. It seems we may have fulfilled the locket's conditions. Perhaps we're ready to restore it now. Definitely. Helga would be proud. Let's meet in the artifact room. It's time to get your bodies back. Alright, you two. Are you ready to repair the locket and get your bodies back? Don't get my hopes up. We don't even know that repairing the locket will switch us back. I suppose there's only one way to find out. Reparo. Did it work? Let's see. Are you going to miss being the most popular girl in school, Marula? Not a chance. How about you, Penny? Will you miss being feared by half the students' body at Hogwarts? I won't miss being mean. Sounds like you're back in your own bodies. But I will miss the freedom to break rules without worrying about disappointing my friends. Really, Penny? You broke school rules? You should have seen her. She stole a clipping of Devil's Nair from the greenhouse. Wow, I didn't think you had it in you. I have layers. Also, Marula called Hagrid's Niffler cute. I'm never going to live that down, am I? What's this? It's a small picture of Helga. A picture of Helga Hufflepuff. It must have fallen out of the locket when it broke. But where's the matching picture? There should be two. If we find the other picture, it might tell us something about why this was made. Let's take a look around. It's got to be around here somewhere. Oh. It's Rowena. Here's the other picture. It looks like it got caught between the floorboards. Huh? It's a picture of Rowena Ravenclaw. Professor Sprout did mention that Rowena and Helga were best friends. So this was a friendship locket? I don't know, but I think he wants to communicate with us. More words are appearing. Well, read it. This locket once, with gentle art, was forged to heal a wounded heart. When hearts grew cold and turned away, this charm restored what words couldn't say. Now thanks to your harmonies renewed, for empathy immense, what strife subdued. Forged to heal a wounded heart, a picture of Rowena and Helga. I wonder what it all means. With everything we know now, Timberly, what do you think Helga's intention was in creating this locket? Could it have been made to reunite estranged lovers? Interesting, but I never heard or read anything that would suggest that. But if you ask me, this locket was meant to repair a broken friendship. Who cares? We have defeated it. I care, don't you see? This artifact is a glimpse into Hogwarts' past. And understanding past strife gives us a better chance of overcoming it in the present. Merlin, you're annoying with your wise. We can't know the whole story for certain, but I know someone who might. Let's take the locket to Dumbledore. Perhaps he can help us understand the locket's true purpose. That's a brilliant idea, Timberly. Just so long as we never have to repeat what we just went through. I don't care what you do with it. Then it's decided. Let's bring the locket to Dumbledore. Ah, welcome. It seems you managed to overcome your differences in time to pass the test I prepared for you. McGonagall was most impressed by your performance. Thank you, Headmaster, but there's something we really need to show you. Before you tell me what it is, I'm most eager to hear what you've learned these past few days. Well, it's certainly been interesting. Here's what happened. It wasn't easy, but I think we all understand each other better. This is wonderful news. After all, sometimes the lesson we most need comes from the person we'd least like to learn it from. Now, what was it you wanted to see me about? We found this locket while cleaning the artifact room. We think it was created by Helga Hufflepuff. Indeed, I wonder where this had been tucked away. You know what it is? I've heard of such an artifact, a most curious trinket. Some say it bears a curse, some a lesson. But there's no doubt that it is dangerous. Thank you for returning it to me. There, I've rendered it inert. We wouldn't want any students accidentally releasing its curse, would we? Why did you break it? From what I recall, the locket was designed to be shared by 2 dear friends after reconciliation from strife. It was always meant to be halved and shared. As the one who led your friends to victory, I will leave you to decide who keeps each half. What? You want us to keep it? We're better to hold on to it than the very students who benefited from its lesson. Now, would you like to keep one half and give the other half to someone, or perhaps give both halves away? I would give away both halves. It doesn't feel right to take anything for myself. I applaud your equanimity, Miss Ironclaw. Hey, Rowena's picture disappeared. Now there's a picture of me in its place. And my picture has replaced Helga's. That's brilliant. It's like a testament to your teamwork. But you were on our team too, Timberlane. In fact, I want you to have my half. What? Are you sure? I'm sure. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have had the courage to pass the locket's test. Whatever, take mine too. I don't want some stupid cast friendship locket. Wow, thank you, Penny, Marula. You were the one who brought them together. Let this serve as a reminder of that. I hope the 3 of you carry forth the lessons you have learned in the rest of your time at Hogwarts. Thank you, Professor. I just have one more question. Did you know that Penny, Marula and I would find the locket? Ah well, who's to say? At Hogwarts, one never knows where your next lesson will come from, or who will be the one to teach it. Okay, Dumbledore. He's so special. And he always puts students in danger. Typical Dumbledore. But let's go to Hufflepuff common room and check where they put the locket for us. Here we have it, dormitory. Okay, we have that and that. I don't think we can collect anything from it. I guess it's just a... Oh yeah, we need to put this up. I haven't done that yet. Yeah, let's put it there. What about the locket though? Can we like wear it or... Yeah, there it is. Helga Hufflepuff. I love it. I'm gonna wear it. Yes. Even though it's clipping through my outfit. And a special like treat on my real life. I'm actually gonna go, and in about like 40 or 50 minutes I'm gonna drive to another town and drive up, or whatever you say, you drive a truck to get my truck license. Those are big ass trucks. Wish me luck. I probably succeeded or not succeeded by the time you see this video, but yeah. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, yeah, leave a like. And if you want to see more content from me, I suggest subscribe, and I hope we see each other for my next video. Bye guys.